Hey, what's up everybody? So I'm back on another video, and after some thinking, you know what? I'm gonna break down this beef. And you know what? I also found a loophole with Pennsylvania laws. You see, I can't record what he said to me, but I can type out what he said to me and send it to myself and then tell you what he said, because there's no laws against that. Oh, there's no laws against that. He sent me a voice message, not a text message, so he can't really complain. Not really. Before I do that, I'm gonna break this beef down and tell you word for word how these people use me. Word for word. So look, I started hanging out with these people a while ago, right? They seemed like nice folk in the beginning, right? Until one day, there was an incident, right? This is how it all went downhill. You see, one of the kids had behavioral problems. And me having ASD, I can relate, right? So I'm like, hey, okay. But the thing is, though, we just came back from walking somewhere else, right? So, no, wait, hold on. I just came over there, and I had my dog, Sadie, right? So, I had my dog, and as I'm walking down there, oh no, okay, yes, now I remember. Okay, so here's what actually happened. So, one day, we went somewhere, right, to look at a car. So, we're coming back, right, and I'm messing around, no, pause. Playing around, fuck it. I'm just joking around with this dude, I'm gonna call him Blue, right? So, I'm joking around with Blue, I'm just like messing around from, But because I'm doing that, the boy with behavioral problems, who I have nothing against, but the boy started hitting me, right? And he hits me several times while I have my dog. While I'm walking my dog, he hits me again, and again. He hit me about 3 times while I had my dog, while I was walking down the street. I'm literally walking away from him, and he keeps on hitting me over and over and over again, about 3 times. So you know what, at this point, since no one is speaking up to help me in any way, because niggas are not paying the fuck attention to their own fucking kid, I'm like, you know what? I asked someone to hold Sadie, right? And I grabbed the kid. No, I ain't grabbed him. I hugged him. Right? I kind of like, I pulled him to a hug, but I grabbed him by the neck and I pulled him to a hug, right? And I told him to knock it off. And then I pushed him away. The thing is, I pushed him too hard, or maybe he slipped. I don't know. But regardless, he fell and he hit his head. Right? Now, I didn't see it. Because as soon as I did that, there's another boy hitting me once again. Right? And as soon as he starts hitting me, the boy who I just accidentally pushed got up. Well, the boy who just fell got up and started attacking me. So now I have 2 people hitting me. 2 people. And all I'm doing is blocking at this point. 2 people are hitting me, and no one is saying a fucking word. It isn't until I'm literally boxed up against a car when somebody finally says something. When somebody finally says something, I'm literally boxed up against a car. Right? That's all that. I'm pissed off. So that's all that. The boy who just began hitting me tried to grab my dog. I told him not to grab my dog. Then we have the fat nigga who I'm gonna call him Dick, because he's a dick and he's a bitch. But Dick is the father I told you about, right? So as soon As I told the boy not to touch my dog because it's my dog. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's my dog, and plus it's my dog, and I'm the one taking care of her. I can say whatever I want when it involves when it involves my dog. He's gonna say, "Don't touch my dog. Don't touch my dog. Don't touch my dog." No, bruh. No, bruh. Okay, he's gonna say, "I'll touch your dog." That's what he said. My mind. He said, "I'll touch your dog. What you gonna do?" I mean, that's basically what he's implying. I'm asking him, why, Bo? He said, because you're not letting that kid touch your dog. Right? Okay, I guess that makes... No, that doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. But fast forward. And now the mom was upset for me pushing her kid and making him fall. Now, that's what I did. And I apologize for that. I did not mean for that to happen. Right? But she's mad at me for basically defending myself. She's mad at me for defending myself because your kid's out of control and he's hitting me and you're sitting there on your fucking phone not doing anything about it. But okay, it's my fault. She's gonna come over here and be like, it's about respect. You should put my hands on kids no matter what. It's about respect. What about my respect? What about my respect? Your kid's hitting me. What about my respect? What about mine? What about mine? So you say I still want your kid punch me until you actually decide to say something about it? Because we're outside. We're right next to the house. We're literally right next to her house as she's punching me. Bruh, there is no fucking way she could have not seen it once she was upstairs. Ain't no fucking way. If she was upstairs, there were other people over there. They didn't say nothing. Not my friend, not Dick. Nobody said a fucking thing until I'm literally boxed up against the car. Nobody says anything. Nobody. So nobody's paying attention to that kid. Nobody. Okay. So fast forward. You know what? I'm over it. You know what? We cool. Fast forward. I go in the house, right? I go over the house to talk to them. There's something that I like to visit, right? So I go over and visit them. And it's around this time where about 5 to 6 kids are in the house. And this is a small fucking house. It's mad small. This is a small house. There's like 5 people living in there, plus kids. Plus the kids out over there. But they don't live there, but there's a lot of kids over there. They don't live there, but they visit because because Dick's over there. So I go over, right? And these kids are talking to me all at once. I can't hear what they're saying. They're talking to me, and I'm standing there. I'm just like, right? Cue a kid. This kid went over, grabbed flea pesticide, right? And he sprayed it on me. Oh wow, there's a room, right? There's a room, and the dad's right there. The door was open. So this kid's spraying me with pesticides that could potentially harm and or kill me and or my dog. And the dad is literally across from us playing on the fucking Xbox, not hearing a thing. He's literally on the Xbox, on the floor, because he's too poor to actually get a chair or a table. He's on the floor, playing Xbox, with the door open. I'm right next to the door, and his kid's spraying me with pesticides, and he's not saying a goddamn word. He's not saying a fucking word. Nothing. Not a word. You know what this say the word though? The other people over there. I expect them for that. I'm grateful. Because literally the dad is too much of a bitch to do anything about it. He's too much of a slob. He's too much of a nigga slow. The nigga slow. You know why I say he's slow? Because I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute why I think he's slow. Right? So the kid sprays me, you know, all while dad's right there, not paying attention at all to his own fucking children. Because all he wants to do is play Xbox all day. I don't think he has a fucking job. Because I ain't never seen him go to work at all. The times I'm over there. If he does work, he's too poor to even give him a proper fucking bed in there. Because there ain't no bed in there. No bed whatsoever. It's pure floor, no bed. Pure floor and covers. And meanwhile, you got one spot that's full of fucking wrappers and full of candy wrappers. Right? Right? So, go back a bit. Go back a bit, because this is important too. Go back a bit. And cue the day where we're all playing basketball, right? Me, Blue, and the behavioral kid, and the other kid I have no problem with. Because this other kid, he's a good kid. Doesn't understand a lot. So, I have no problem with him. I don't have a problem with either of the kids. But, you know, that kid, he's fine. Just, you know, he's not much of an issue compared to the other kid. At least to me. Towards me. I mean, he does hit me off. He does hit me too. But at the end of the day, this is between him and the behavioral kid. The behavioral kid just got behavioral problems. Yeah, he can fully understand what the fuck he's doing. He just got behavioral problems. Not intellectual problems, behavioral problems. So he knows perfectly well what he's doing. Unlike the other kid, who does have a disability similar to mine. And some other stuff too, and I'm not going to mention because that's none of y'all business. I ain't out here to do all that. I'm just telling y'all what happened to me. I ain't trying to give out no personal information towards either of the kids. I ain't trying to do all that. I'm just giving y'all the basics. Cause I ain't over here listing issues of another person that got nothing to do with the story at all. I only gave y'all the basics. Okay, let's move on. So, the behavioral kid and his brother, who I just told you about, we were playing basketball, right? Now, after a few minutes of basketball, it's me and the two kids. All of a sudden, the other kid decides to keep the ball for himself, saying it's his ball. I'm about 2 feet away from them, right? And I'm telling him to give us the ball so we can all still play, right? So, with that said, cue the behavioral kid, and he starts grabbing the ball, and now they're fighting, literally fighting over the ball. And as they're fighting over the ball, the behavioral kid knees his brother in the eye. Now he got a black eye, right? So that happened. And the only reason I'm telling y'all this is because the day after, the day I told you that everything went down, the neighbor, I don't know who, but the neighbor down there said that I'm the one who caused the black eye. That's what the neighbor is saying. That I'm the one who did that. Me. I'm the one who did that. Right? Alright, so now we're going to cue to the day of all days, right? So I go over to the house. Right? This is the day after he's playing with pesticides. So I go over to the house. Wait, I think it was a day or two after. But either way, I go over to the house. Right? And I'm in a room with 2 other people and a bunch of kids, right? About two to three of them. I'm in a room with them. And this one kid, who I'm not going to name, keeps tackling me. He tackled me about 2 times for no reason. This is the same kid who plays pesticides on me. I want you to remember that. That's the same kid who potentially put my life at risk. The same kid who potentially put my life at risk. That's the same kid. Alright? So he starts tackling me. Right? So after the second tackle, I'm over here. I'm talking to the 2 people that's in the room. I'm talking to Blue, and I'm trying to get a name for that person. I'm not giving her a real name. I'm talking to Blue, and I'm gonna call it Yellow. I'm talking to Blue and Yellow, right? I'm talking to Blue and Yellow. And as I'm talking to them, oh wait, I think somebody else is in there too, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't know, actually. Fuck it. But all I know is, I was talking to other people. I think it was like 2 people. Maybe Blue's mom. I don't know. I forget if she was there. I think she was there. No, she could have been. Well, either way. Either way, it doesn't really matter. All I know is, I was talking to Blue and Yellow. And as I'm talking to them, that the kid who tackled me about 2 times in a row tackles me again. Now, I don't know what happened because I'm being tackled. So I don't know what's happening, right? All I know is, after he tackles me, his head bumps something, a black little thing, and now he has a black eye, right? So now he's crying, right? He's crying. He's in pain. I'm over there like, you be good, bro. Give it a minute. You know, like, I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him. He already sprayed with pesticides the day before. He's the one tackled me. He the one did it to himself. So you know what? I ain't sorry. But at the same time, like, I ain't thinking. So I'm like, bro, you good? You fine? It's gonna go away in a minute. Get some ice on it. You'll be fine. You'll be good. I never mistreated him. I simply said, you'll be good. Cue the next day. Ooh. Cue the next day. I'm fresh out of school. I'm on my way home, right? I get a text from, I don't know if it was Blue or Yellow, but I get a text from one of them. Now the mom, I'm gonna call him Pesticide Boy. The mom of Pesticide Boy told Pesticide Boy to punch me in the mouth. Why? Because apparently Yellow made up a story about me playing around with Pesticide Boy, and as we were playing around, he accidentally hurt himself. And it's somehow my fault because I pushed him against something. I don't fucking know. But all I know is, it's probably my fault. That's what I was told. That is what I'm like. The fuck? Right? So I'm like, look, I ain't touch him. I ain't do none of that. And I'm not letting a little kid punch me in my mouth. If a little kid punches me in my mouth, there's going to be a problem. If the mom thinks I did it, because look, the mom says she has 2 other witnesses, right? She says there's 2 other witnesses, right? And these 2 witnesses are 2 other kids that were in the room with us in diapers. These niggas were literally in diapers. Those were witnesses. There was nobody else in the room except for those 2 kids who are in diapers. These are niggas who could walk in diapers, though. I don't know. Maybe there's a good reason for them to be in diapers, so I'm not going to say anything about that. But all I'm saying is, those 2 niggas who were in diapers are the only ones in the room with me. And apparently, there was no other person in there. So apparently, they told her that I'm the one who caused it. The mother is going to believe 2 kids who are in diapers. No skepticism whatsoever. Not an ounce. Not even a little bit. Those 2 witnesses, little ass kids, are not only a reliable source, but a proven fact that I put my hands on her kid. A proven fact. Right? So look, I told them that I'm not letting nobody touch me, right? Okay, if they did touch me, it's gonna be a problem. The mom thinks I did, I can just tell her to her face what happened. You, this nigga, the father. Here's what he sent me. He sent me a voice message. If I can't play you the voice message, I'm gonna tell you the text I wrote down. So here's what he basically said to me. Here's what he said to me. Here. Now imagine me saying this, but in an aggressive tone. If you hit my kid hits you. If you touch my kid in any way, in any type of way, I swear to fucking God, you'll have the fucking problems and consequences. Not my kid. So go ahead and try something, because he's fucking 8 years old and you're 19. You can go right to fucking jail if you touch my kid. That's where the fuck you'll be at, buddy. Word for word. That's what he said to me. That's what he said. So at this point, I'm pissed off, but I keep my cool, right? So I told him that I would never. I didn't say I would touch his kid. I never said I would touch his kid in the first fucking place. So that tells me this nigga is slow, because I never mentioned hitting his kid. I never even mentioned touching his kid. But somehow, in some way, his mind immediately jumped to the worst case scenario, and I'm getting cursed out for it. Right? That's what's happening to me at this point. So that's what's happening to me, right? So after you threatened me, I said I won't touch his kid, right? And then after that, what did I say after that? After that, I said I'm not getting touched by nobody, plain and simple. He's gonna send me another voice message saying that nobody will touch me. Like relax, mom isn't home. See, this and that, right? But I basically told him that I ain't getting blamed for it. I'm not getting threatened for something I didn't do. And here's what he said to me. Here's what he said. He said, and I quote, "Nobody said they were going to hit you. You're number one, so don't..." Okay, hold on. Nobody said they were going to hit you, number one. So don't talk tough and gangster because you ain't about that fucking life. Number one. And number two, if you're afraid to get hit by an 8-year-old, then you're a straight punk. Straight punk. So don't come around here no more if there's an issue with anybody or with the kids. And tell your sister you ruined her chances of getting a puppy now, because we're not giving your sister because of you. So next time you want to grow a set of balls and get big, don't talk about it, be about it. Ain't nobody said they were gonna lay their fucking hands on you. So shut up. Don't act like you're about that life when you're not. Don't come around here. You got too many problems for anybody that gets any types of case for you laying their hands on you. Because we don't want to go to jail for hitting anybody with special needs. That's what he said. That's literally what he said. And all I asked him after that, beforehand, before he said that, I asked him because I said I don't want to get I don't want to get blamed, and I don't want to get framed. And if there's a problem, let me know. That's what I said. I didn't talk tough. All I said, if there is a problem, let me know. Because I already don't like his fucking attitude. Because he's coming on my phone and my messages, popping up with big tough talk, saying all this shit for something I didn't even fucking do. So I don't know why he's talking big. I don't know why he's saying this and that. And I don't know why he's on my fucking messages in the first place. I don't know. I didn't tell him to get my messages, so I don't know why they're letting him talk crap in my messages. So after I said that, he sent me this, right? That's what he sent me, right? So at this point, I come home. I told my brother what happened. My brother told 2 other people, right? So after like 4 or 5 minutes, we come down there. Now, at first, I didn't want to go down there. I did not want to, because I don't like violence at all. I really don't. I'm not about that life. He's right. I'm not about it. I'm not about violence, right? I'm not about that type of shit because I've been around it my whole life. But at the same time, he threatened and disrespected me, and he's talking all this shit. And plus, all we were going to do was confront him about it. We weren't going to put any hands on him. Well, that was the plan. But regardless, we go down there and we confront him about it. Right? Now he's gonna say, "Oh, I ain't threatening you. I ain't touch you. I don't know what happened." Right? So my mom, cause she's down there with me. As I said, my other parent, she's down there. She's mad. I had no control with what she says. She's mad at me. And meanwhile, this nigga is going backwards and denying responsibility, denying everyone seeing anything, denying hitting me up in my messages, denying all that shit. Right? So look, my mom simply said, my mom said that since you about that life, well, she didn't say that exactly, but she basically said, since you want to threaten me, since you want to threaten my son, she told him, okay, sorry, it's been a minute. Okay, look, she told him that since you want to talk big, we can fight right now. Him and her. Because he fight men too. That's what she said. I have no control of what she says. She's going off on him for threatening me. And my brother right next to me. We are 4 deep. This nigga over here like, "Miss, can I talk? Miss. Right? And at some point, my mom called my uncles. And my uncles told her that they were coming down there, and they were coming down there. And soon after she met my uncles, she said a few more things, and after a second, he just went back upstairs. It's like, oh, turn around, went back upstairs. So now, my mom's yelling at Yellow, because these niggas, I almost forgot, these niggas owe me like $120. They owe me money. They already paid me $60. They owe me $60 more, right? And the thing is, I told them that for the other money I get, for the second time I gave them, I said you can keep it, right? Because Yellow had me feeling guilty for defending myself against her kid, right? So I'm like, okay, you can keep the money. But she said, all right, no. She's like, no, I'm not like that. I'm gonna give you 120, right? So he paid me back to 60. They owe me 60 back, right? So my mom tells them I'm gonna get my money on. You're gonna give my son the money. You're gonna give me the money on the 3rd. She's like, okay, because that's when they get paid. She's like, all right, bet. I simply told him that. I also told her that I don't have no problems with yellow. I don't have no problems with blue. I don't have problems with nobody else except Dick. Except Dick. Since you want to talk all big, my uncles are gonna handle it. Right? So I leave. I come back home. We chill in the crib. Right? Like I said, the girl, I'm not gonna mention her name, but the girl that came with us, she leaves. She calls mom and says, hey, the cops down there. So I'm like, nah, no fucking way. Because first of all, they hate the cops. I don't know why, but I know Blue don't like the cops. I know that. So I'm thinking, because Blue, he talk all that tough shit too. Right? He talk tough too. So I'm like, to me, he doesn't seem like the type to call the cops when shit gets rough. It doesn't seem like the type of person to me. So I'm like, they call the cops? Let me go check this out. So I go down there. Now, first, I'm walking down. I don't see the cops. I turn my head. The cops are right there. Everybody over there talking to the cops. The whole family over there talking to the cops. I turn my head. I see these niggas talking to the cops, right? I see all of them. I see the cop. I turn around. I'm leaving, right? Because I don't fuck with the police whatsoever. So I turn around and I walk away. The cop called me. He called my name out. So you know what? Fuck it. I gotta stay right there. So the cop walks towards me. He's basically like, is there an issue between my family and their family? I'm like, nah, we settled it. He's like, okay. I'm like, okay. He's like, okay, don't want you around here no more. I'm like, okay. I turn around and I leave. I'm here thinking to myself, these pussies, bro. These are some bitches. These are some bitches. Another cop comes over and he's like, yeah, is there a problem? I'm like, nah, ain't no problem. He friended me, and that's the only reason we came down there. And plus, it only $60. The cop was like, okay, well, you guys are gonna take it to civil court. I'm like, okay, bet. I don't need to take it to civil court. I'm gonna get my money. ain't no courtroom gonna be involved. I'm gonna get my money. That's basically it, bro. That's basically the beef right now. It all started from one nigga opening his mouth. After all that, I'm still walking around the block. Right? I'm still walking around the block. These niggas don't scare me. I'm still walking around the block. Cause you calling the cops is telling me you're a bitch. Like that's what it's telling me. After all that big talk, after all that shit y'all tell me y'all had, after all that shit y'all tell me y'all went through, only had the cops involved for two niggas that was just gonna come down there and beat one nigga up. I'm like, y'all bitches. I'm like, this don't make no sense to me, bro. But I ain't going down there. I'm still walking around. I just ain't going down the Pacific block. I'm going around the block. I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't scared of nobody, especially ain't scared of Big Man. I ain't scared of Big Man. He a bitch. He a slow, dumbass nigga. He doesn't even know what a fucking threat is. He doesn't know the definition of a threat. A fully grown man who's like 40 to 50 years old doesn't even know what a fucking threat is. He doesn't know. Now I'm gonna say at Blue and Yellow too, because they're the ones letting this nigga talk all that crap in my messages. They're letting him do this. They're letting him do this. They're contributing to what he's doing. I got a problem with them, but at the same time, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I thought y'all were my friends. Y'all are willing to stand up to the mom, but y'all ain't willing to stand up for me to the mob, but y'all ain't willing to stand up for me and this big nigga over here. Y'all gonna keep quiet and just let this nigga talk all greasy and not say anything about it? Not a word? Nothing? You just gonna let him talk all that shit in my messages and then end up calling the police on me? Pressing no charges, I just can't go back down nowhere. Y'all scared. Y'all scared. Y'all scared, bro. Y'all scary. Cause I got neurological problems, yes. I only got ASD. That's a neurological condition. But my two uncles, they don't got that. You can fight them. You can fight them. Ain't gonna be no problem with me. I don't have to be involved. I don't have to be involved in the fight. I can watch on the sidelines and watch you get your ass whooped. Shit, Blue can fight my brother too. If he has to, my nigga over there. Well, I wouldn't do that because that's my brother. So I wouldn't let nobody put my hands on my brother. What I'm saying is, if they really wanted to smoke, there would have been no problems. If they wanted to smoke, let us know, and we will give you the smoke. Let us know, and we will settle it with smoke. But no, this cop callers, calling 12. Calling 12 for what? No one even touched you yet. You ain't even get touched yet. You ain't even get touched. You talk all that big, you ain't even get touched. The fuck you calling the cops for? No one laid a finger on you. No one, the same logic you use when talking to me, I'm using that very same logic. No one said that they'll put your hands on, like, well, I can't do that because it was a different scenario. But the fact is, at that moment, nobody put his hands on him. Nobody. So why are you walking back in the house? Why are you walking back in the house for? He got so mad over a woman talking back to him, he just said fuck it and went right back upstairs. You a bitch. You a bitch. That tells me you're a bitch. You a bitch. Come the fuck on, bro. I ain't got no problems with nobody, bro. But at the same time, like, I ain't starting problems. The problems started about me. I don't want to start them. Yellow, like, I don't want to start the problems. Right? Yellow the one who made up the story. The kid went along with it. The other two kids probably went along with it too. The mom started saying something. That's when it all started. It all started for somebody using my name out their mouth. Using my name out their mouth. That's how it all started, for my name being put out of other people's mouths. That's how it all started. That's how it all fucking started. I can't go back no more. That's fine by me, bro. All I know is I'm getting my money. Big man better not say a fucking word to me. If I'm walking around the block and I see this nigga walking his dog, he better not say a fucking word. He better not say a fucking word to me, bro. Because he a bitch. He a bitch, bro. Let him touch me and watch what happens. Because I ain't gonna do shit. I'm about to, like, my whole family get ready to smoke. We don't call the cops. The cops were not called on our side. They were not called. So stop bitching. Shut the fuck up. If you're about that life, be about that life. But if you ain't about that life, then don't say that I ain't about that life. If you ain't either, nigga. If you ain't either. You got guns and all that shit. All of a sudden, my mom pulls up. We all pull up. All of a sudden, he can call he can be like, yo, shit, I'm scared now. Fuck the guns, bro. This is serious. Hey, yo, call the cops. This shit getting serious, bro. Call the cops. This shit too much. Call the cops. The fuck? All I know is, I have my side. He has his side. That's all I know. And he better stay on his side, and I'm gonna stay on my side. That's all I know. Bitch ass nigga.